we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the All-American Savage Show podcast. I am your host, Juan Belke, coming to you live from the Shell Shock CBD studios. Wrapped up a great episode with Jade Struck, who was just here in the studio. That episode is posted for you, and of course, we're going to get into our normal day-to-day discussions of what's going on in the world of politics with my beautiful bearded husband, heterosexual Jewish life partner here, Josh, over there operating those controls like a just switchboard master. Like a pinball wizard, man. Pinball wizard over there. He's a pinball wizard.
A handsome introduction.
It was. Like, it just flowed. I should be a rapper. Remind me, I gotta get this fixed. I gotta get this, because that gave me some jiggle. I like it when my money jiggle. I think I wiggle. I don't know. This is like a trending thing on social media now with the, I don't fucking know. You know, it's not that older people get old and they're just out of touch with reality. They just stop fucking caring because it's stupid. Mm-hmm. It's like, I like it when a jiggle. It's like, congratulations. We've hit definite levels of retardation that we have never seen before. Like, it has gotten bad. It has gotten bad, folks. It's gotten bad. But anyway, thank you for tuning in today. As always, this episode is brought to you by shellshockcbd.com. And hey, if you're sitting there asking yourself, like, John, that mug you're drinking out of, that thing is incredible. It's beautiful. Well, you can get it on the website right meow. It's $14.99. This amazing Shell Shock CBD mug. Josh, talk while I drink.
First class. It's not the mug club, but it's the coffee cup buddies.
Coffee cup? You just pulled that out of your ass. Coffee cup buddies. Oh my God. You totally pulled that out of your ass. I love it.
You like that?
And move over, Steven Crowder.
Yeah.
We got you now. We like it. We appreciate it. Some douchebag was on Twitter. There was like, why are you ripping Steven Crowder? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you idiots talking about?
These are ceramic.
They're ceramic. His are not ceramic.
Not
I don't
ceramic.
know.
Tin maybe.
Tin. And it's imported from China. I don't fucking know. I'm totally kidding. Oh my God. All right. So look, this is your warning here, folks. You're about to see some very graphic content. You need to see this. If you follow the account Libs of TikTok, I don't know if I haven't even told you about this yet. I reposted it on my Instagram today, and I tweeted it on Twitter from Libs of TikTok. There comes a time when I don't like generalized thinking. It's very lazy thinking. It's easy to fall into that habit as far as the actions of one define the group as a whole. But when you are seeing actions that are replicated across the country and it is accepted, we do have to stop and start asking ourselves some questions here. Now, of course, you know, tomorrow starts Gay Pride Month. Here we go. Every corporation that has not given a fuck about the homosexual community for the longest time, suddenly they start caring. It's like, hey, you're gay. Cool. Buy my shit. That's the way it's going to work. Same for Memorial Day. Same for Veterans Day. All these corporations pretend like they give a fuck. Oh, we changed your profile picture, yada, yada, yada. Thank you for your service. Buy our shit.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Corporations or freaking capitalism, I get it. What you're about to see is it's gonna upset and offend you, and it should. You should be watching this stuff right now. What we're seeing in this country at the hands of the LGBT is slipping into perversion to such depths I have never seen before. I have never seen this before. Nor should anyone ever have to witness this. This is disgusting. This is morally abhorrent. And again, please do not take me as this demonizing the entire LGBT. I am not. I know plenty of gay people out there that do not support this. But with that comes the idea that members of the LGBT do need to stand up and start demonizing this and condemning this. And what I'm referring to are these drag shows that are now including children to attend and perform. It is becoming way more prevalent than many of you realize. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, I would say Twitch, but we got banned for 2 weeks on that one. You're going to be able to see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for all of you to take a look at. All right. This is on Twitter, and it's on Libs of TikTok. If you've not seen this, ladies and gentlemen, you need to see this. You need to watch this. This is going to disgust you, and it should. It should infuriate you. It should make you insanely pissed the fuck off. Again, this is your trigger warning. What is happening right now? And we've got video after video. This is Illinois middle school brought out 2 drag queens during summer school or during school to perform for students. Now I'm going to pull this up and maximize it so you can see what business do children have looking at stuff like this. And before all the devil's advocate types out there saying, well, they're not sexualizing children. Bullshit. Bullshit. This right here is a man dressing as a woman, and might I add, not very well. Not very well. You can cut the audio. They don't need to hear it because they're not going to be able to see it. You look at this. This is a man in just a halter cut top, his midriff exposed. Another man walking out with a slit up his dress. Apparently supposed to be Hispanic of some sort. These are children. These are children. Now, here's the deal. Let me separate this real quick. As an adult, I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
Am I going to ever attend one of these? No. I think these are stupid. I'm sorry. I just do not find a man dressing as a woman as something that I want to go witness. If you want to do it, do it. I don't care. Like, live your life. It's freedom, I guess. But what we're seeing is just disgusting. These are drag queens.
Yeah, I don't think it's...
I said two drag queens. This is Illinois. Go ahead.
I don't think it's in another adult's place to try to educate other people's children about what they find to be morally righteous.
What business in the education spectrum, what business does this have being in a school? What business?
Zero.
None. There's another one right here. A middle school in New York or North New York City brought in a drag performer to teach kids how to apply drag makeup. This program was sponsored by the New York City Council. There's a picture of this man putting on makeup to a child. This is Drag Story Hour New York City on Instagram. These are children. These are children. And it doesn't stop. Let's keep going. This is an older story. This happened, I think, like a week or two ago. Students in an MC Pass school were treated to a drag queen performance by a drag teacher during school hours. Imagine if they focused on teaching math, science, and history instead of drag. This is sickening. Now I'm going to go ahead and maximize it for you. This is a teacher at this school that does drag. Again, what you do in your off time is completely up to you. I get it. Separate it. Fine. You want to go out and do weird shit in the bedroom? Hey, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's your life. This is where I draw the line. Should not involve children. Watch this. This is a man dressed as a woman, clearly exposing upper thigh to where if a woman came in dressed like this, she would be asked to leave. Let's look at this real quick. Look at this dress. And this guy clearly, I mean, come on, be honest, dude. Like, okay, you're pretending to be a woman. Dress accordingly. Like, you're too fat for this dress. I'm sorry. No, just no. Dude, you got rolls hanging out. You got a slit going down the front. If you're going to wear something like exposing cleavage, at least have man boobs enough to get cleavage or have cleavage. This is like, I'm embarrassed for you because it's not the fact that you're just doing this in front of children, which is the biggest thing, but it's like, dude, come on, at least look the fucking part. Like, I don't know what it is with you drag queens. Like, you take pride in the fact that you can't even look remotely like a woman. You exaggerate the makeup, the hair. It's ridiculous. But anyway, clearly, if a woman came into the school dressed like this, she would be asked to leave. If a student came into the school dressed like that, she would be suspended. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? And it ain't the kid's fault. It's the parents. You allow this. And then you wonder why your next generation is so screwed up in the head. This right here. You are confusing these kids that are going through puberty and things such as that, and you are confusing them with this. Let them figure it out. Like, here's the thing, though. If you're an adult and if you're a parent and you want to raise your child a certain way, that's your prerogative. But you do not have the right to sit there and condemn conservatives for teaching their kids not to be gay.
Yeah.
If you turn around and you force it on your kids, you are a hypocrite.
What happened? Like, where did the wheels come off? I remember my brother.
It happened with the inclusion of the LGBT. When the T really started hitting, this shit became way more prevalent.
I'll tell you, my brother, this was back in the early 90s. He had to go home from high school because he had too many holes in his jeans.
Yep. I remember that. Yep.
They sent him home.
Yep.
And now we got this.
Now we got this.
Like,
This is nuts to me. So let's continue watching this. And this guy, like, what's the purpose in this? Is this empowerment?
This is grooming.
This is grooming.
This is trying to normalize
men dressed as women. Yeah.
Sexuality. That's it.
Let's keep going. Oh, there's more. Look at this. A Florida church was recently blasted for their plans to host a drag queen show for kids. Did I mention there's one going down in Dallas here soon? A show for kids. Check this out. Elementary school, middle-aged school across New York City have teamed up with this drag organization to bring drag queens to schools to read to kids. No. Okay, so here's pictures. This is why you should be watching on Facebook or YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, please hit that share button. This needs to get out there. If you're not following libs of TikTok, I commend them. They're doing an amazing job collecting all this information and pushing it out to the masses. Parents have a right to know this. This is public school that's doing this. Take a look at this. Drag Queen Story Hour. There's a man in a pink dress, blue weird hair. These are freaks. Let's just be, they are freaks. You're sitting there with another one, and these are kids. Look at these kids. These kids got to be like, what, 8, 9 years old? And they're sitting there being subjected to this insanity? No. Come on, no. This is too far. Look at this. This is another man in a weird dress. And here's the thing. They're not even dressed modestly. They're dressed clearly showing off more skin.
Yeah.
So explain that to me. So now you are sexualizing this. There is a reason for this. They are grooming the children. Continue looking. More. What is this? Like, what is this? If this is drag, I don't understand the concept behind this, because what I'm looking at right now are two, I guess one on the left is a woman. One on the right is, I don't know, but they have I think it's got to be a guy. He's got really weird hair. He's got drawn on eyebrows that replicate like devil horns on the top of his forehead. And he's got a mustache drawn on and then a goatee, weird lips. And this is supposed to be a what? I don't know what this is. This is disgusting is what this is in front of children. This is ridiculous. If you think this shit is just 1 or 2 cases, no, it's growing. Let's continue. Let's look at this. This is, again, trigger warning. An Iowa school had a drag performance. The school later claimed they didn't know this was happening and were investigated. A source told me the teacher in charge was placed on leave. However, the district refused to confirm or deny. I will update and confirm. Watch this. This is 22 seconds. If you talk to a progressive and they say it's not about sexualizing the children and they're not sexualizing themselves, look at this video. Watch it now. You have a man doing the splits on the stage, very revealing clothing, showing his butt. Look at this. Like, look, there is no denying this. If this was a woman doing this in the school, she would be expelled or the teacher would be fired. It's inappropriate. So what makes it okay as a man to do something like this? By exposing your ass or your dick and balls. I don't understand this. This is progressivism. This is insanity. This is at the hands of the LGBT. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not demonizing homosexuals. I'm not. I'm demonizing the organization. Because if you continue to push this LGBT thing, you are going down with the T community. The trans community is losing a lot of steam. The shit that is going on right now, you are losing so much, and justifiably so. We have normalized insanity. We have accepted this, and now we celebrate it, and we make it seem as if it's so empowering, it's so wonderful. No, you are twisted. You have issues. You need to go seek help. And I'm not sitting here trying to hit people with a Bible over the head, but for fuck's sakes, when your mind and genitalia do not align, there is an issue. It does not mean that you're a bad human being. This shit does. You are a bad human being. These people should be living in fear of their fucking lives. The fact that you're in there trying to push this on children is disgusting. This is morally abhorrent. How did we get to this point in our country where this was allowed? If this was seen in certain parts of America, there would be fathers going up to that school, ripping that dude out of there and breaking every fucking bone in his body, and justifiably so. Trying to push this on children is disgusting. Yeah. And I don't give a fuck if I have liberal friends, whatever the case, that are watching this, and you feel like they're just trying to be. No, they deserve to get their asses kicked, and so do you for supporting this type of child grooming and bullshit. You know what this is. This is not inclusivity. This is moral perversion. That's all this is.
You know, I think majority of the blame has to go on the
parents,
school board
and the school. Yeah, you cannot. Those schools cannot sit there and say they didn't know.
These
Bullshit.
Are teachers and school like personnel getting together and be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring some drag queens in here. And
absolutely.
This guy with his butthole hanging out.
Look at this.
Let's show that to the kids and really
keep watching this video.
What's going on.
Yeah. This guy, look at this. Look at his butt's just hanging out. Like, look at this. How can you sit there and say this is not sexualized?
It's 100% sexualized.
This is horrific.
I mean, and they really, when they put together that gay song, like "We're coming for your sons,"
kids. Yeah,
we're coming for your kids. I mean, they're telling everybody what they're doing. This shouldn't be a shocker. It's a shock that nobody is standing up and saying, "Hey, this is wrong. get this shit out of our public schools. Like if you want to have a private school and you want to do this shit, fine.
You're going to lose some funding, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I probably have like maybe 2 or 3 students in there, but if you want to do that in a private school, do it in a private school. This is a public school. Teach the basics.
And I know
Math,
anybody that supports
reading, writing, arithmetic, get back to the basics.
And we wonder why our next generation is coming out all fucked up.
Yeah.
All fucked up. It's these progressive teachers that are indoctrinating our youth. Then that youth, I mean, we look at the military, for example. West Point has turned into a liberal breeding ground of progressive stupidity. And now our officers in our officer corps, in our military, are the exact same way. And now you've got a military of woke beta bitches. This is what happens. This is what happens. America has fallen. America has fallen. And until this type of shit is condemned and these people are living in fear of their lives, it will continue and it will escalate and it will grow. Parents have to get involved in their schools. When you see something like this, you've got to go in there and you've got to confront it. You have to. Otherwise, it will continue. If we look at the history of the Roman Empire, you know why it fell? Political corruption and immorality that ran rampant. It split, and then the East and West fell. This is the exact same thing. This is, these, oh my God.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to address this.
I can't even really put a lot of the blame on the drag queens and the trannies that they're letting in. But the blame has to fall solely on the shoulders of the school because they're allowing these things to happen.
I think the these drag queens, they share equal amount of the blame. They know what they're doing. They're not stupid.
Well, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
But letting them in is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Like they could, shut down a city street and, march up and down and proclaim victory over love and whatever.
It's disgusting,
but it's the schools that are letting them in. It's those people who need to be dealt with.
Yeah, I agree.
To show up
this is
at
not
these school
inclusivity.
boards and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. See, look at this. Look at this move right here. He went upside down, legs spread, showing almost everything.
Yeah.
You cannot tell me that is not being sexualized. If you are, you're living in denial because you just want to be an LGBT. I'm not an LGBTQ ally. I am not. I will tell you flat out right now, this shit is morally reprehensible. I just do not get this.
Yeah, I just don't see your sexuality as like the most important thing about a person.
Libraries in Cambridge, MA, Chicago, Amesbury, MA, and Davenport, IA, are all holding drag queen events for kids. These libraries are all publicly funded. Look at this. Cambridge Public Library posted 5 days ago, kick off Pride Month with a special story time hosted by drag kings, queens, and friends. This event will take place outside the main library. What the fuck?
Yeah, I disagree with Pride Month altogether.
So do I. I had a friend. She had invited me to go to an LGBT parade. I was like, no, I'm good. She goes, why? I was like, I don't want to go.
Have you ever been to one?
No, I don't want to.
I went a long time ago. A good friend of mine had a bunch of gay buddies, and he invited me to go down to the, where was it, off of Cedar Springs? And I'm telling you, all it was people mostly naked.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
What does that have to do with homosexuality?
That's all it is sexuality.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a whole month dedicated to people having butt sex and, women scissoring each other. That shouldn't be the...
That's where we're at.
You go to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Do something like that. Or it's just...
This is nuts.
I just don't agree with it. I just don't see the purpose of...
Well, God forbid you have any type of moral standards, and then they look at you as if you're just the devil incarnate. It's like, I'm sorry, you're demon possessed. The fact that you think this is okay to do in front of children, you've got something wrong with you.
Yeah.
You do.
100%.
Like, I just don't know what kind of world you live in when you think that you're going to put on this skimpy ass outfit with your genitals almost falling out and performing in front of children, and you think that's okay? Parents have forgotten, and this is the thing that I talked about with a friend of mine, is like, our social fabric in America is falling apart. The more freedom that we're pushing for, the more we are abusing it, and the more that our moral fabric is deteriorating, and this shit is become way more prevalent. The only way this ends is if the parents push back or people start resorting to violent extreme measures to where it's like, you're afraid. These drag queens should be living in fear of their fucking life. Not because of them being drag queens, but before you went and did this in front of children.
Yeah.
Now you bring that on yourself. Now you should be hunted down, you sick pervert. You can sit there and you can talk about all these pedophiles and all these groomers, and then you see this, and just because it's endorsed by the LGBT or whatever the case may be, then it's okay? Fuck the LGBT and fuck this bullshit. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're not done. Look at this. More stuff here. Drag Time Story Hour. Join a special Pride Month story time featuring local drag artist Matt K. Roney and facilitated by West Lawn's Children Library Teresa for kids 0 to 5 and their caregivers. 0 to 5 and their caregivers. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. 5-year-olds. Look at this. This is from PHL Schools is holding an event for middle and high schoolers, which will feature a drag show performance by this drag queen. This is end of year GSA celebration. When June 1st, doors open, 3:30, wear the atrium. Enjoy drag performances, giveaways, and signups for tons of queer summer activities. And this is oh my God, oh Jesus.
What's a queer activity?
Gay.
Anal sex?
These people are just mentally unhinged. I'm going to say it. I don't fucking care who I offend. This is not normal. These people are just disgusting. Like, what is this? What the fuck is this? That you are so insecure in your sexuality and who you are as a gender or as a sex, you have to do this bullshit? What the fuck? That's disgusting to me.
Totally disgusting.
It's nuts to me. And of course, you got this guy in the chat, G Money Hard, says John has a microphallus and likes to wear women's panties. Interesting how all you whack jobs always go for the penis. Why is that?
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's like you're like, yeah, like, dude, you're gay. We get it. But stop trying to like project your insecurities onto me because I'm making these topics or making these points you can't counter. Instead, what you're trying to do is insult me, but you're deflecting away from the fact that we're pointing out the perversion of the LGBT targeting children, and you don't care about that. You, whoever the fuck you are, deserve to have your ass pounded, which you probably already do. You probably enjoy that. So bad reference there. Jesus Christ. And if this is what gets me losing my YouTube channel, I really don't fucking care. This is the hill that I'm willing to die on. This is disgusting. This is horrible. And the fact that you morons in the comments, like, Jesus Christ. Oklahoma middle school teacher, 28, is charged with sending naked photos and video to student 16. Okay, well, this is different. Still disgusting.
That just goes to show what's going on in the schools right now.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people who are in front of your kids, at 8 to 10 hours a day.
This mom is raising funds so her healthy child can get a double mastectomy. What the fuck? You look at these people and you just take one look and you can see the psychological disorders just abound. Like, oh my God, what is wrong with you freaks?
Yeah.
You belong in asylums. You do. What the fuck? A double mastectomy for a fucking child? Oh, they should be lined up against the wall and shot. Disgusting. Fucking disgusting. What the fuck? And you just look and look at this. Look at this right here. Nothing to see here. Just a child dancing for adults with drag queens on stage for money at a drag convention. Look at this. Again, warning, this is graphic. I apologize, but you need to see this. This child is dancing up and down on a stage where people are they're giving this child money and he's dancing with these drag queens in the background. What the fuck? This is what the LGBT is now.
Recruiting.
This is recruiting. It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is this? And they're just dancing and they're swaying. For what? Like, for what? What are you celebrating? You're celebrating being gay by putting children with adults in skimpy outfits? This is just nuts to me. And they're paying.
Yeah.
They're paying these kids.
This is exactly what grooming is.
It's 100%.
When you bring a child up on stage and have them dance and collect dollar bills all around, that's grooming. Bringing children into an auditorium where a drag queen is dancing, wearing almost nothing.
I don't get it.
Grooming.
I don't get it. I don't want to get this. I don't want to understand this. This is abhorrent. Like,
there's nothing to understand other than that they're trying to recruit children to grow up and join their club.
Yeah, 100%. There's no other explanation for it. Let me find this. I shared it on my. Okay, here's the. Here's a thread. This was posted May 30th, 2022, 6:58. Here's more. Okay, look at this. This is another video. Again, please viewer discretion is advised on this because this is disgusting. This is repulsive. What I'm looking at is a man wearing a very skimpy outfit. It's a green leotard looking thing with everything hanging out. And there's a child. She has to be at least 6 or 7 years old. Cute little blonde girl there. And she's watching this performer perform, and she's holding out a dollar bill. Look at this. He walks up, he takes the money, he does it in a very provocative manner, and then when you see this nut job turn around, his butt's hanging out. So you cannot tell me this is not sexualized. You can't. You have no grounds for that type of argument. You don't. And look, there's even more children. They're all holding out money. This is disgusting. She walks up, takes the dollar from the little boy. This little flu drops down to like a fucking, oh my God, dude. What? Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is just disgusting. G Money Heart, you're gone. Read the room. Bye. You're banned. I don't give a fuck if I know you or not. I don't know who the fuck you are. You see, here's the thing, dude. You might think you're funny. I don't. I don't think this is funny at all. The fact that you want to make light of the situation, go fuck yourself, dude. I don't know who the fuck you are. This guy takes his money from other kids as well, runs his hands through his hair, does more shit. Now watch. Now, I hate to say this, but watch. Look at this when he turns around. That thing is so far up his ass. And look at these children. Look at these parents. Look at these parents sitting there. These people are liberal whack jobs. These people are freaks. Parents that would allow this should have their children taken away. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What, dude, I'm sitting here trying my hardest to try and understand how could any parent willfully take their child to one of these things and sit them down and say, you are going to watch this. Do you know how fucked up that's going to make your child? And the only reason they are doing this is to hoist their child up and talk about how woke they are, how progressive they are, how inclusive. Look, you can be inclusive with standards. It's possible. Yeah. This is disgusting. This is horrific.
Children should be taught to respect their parents. I mean, as you grow up, as an adult, I mean, you don't want to go out and disrespect somebody who lives a homosexual lifestyle or anything like that. Yeah, do your thing. It's not my thing.
I agree.
But, you know, I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to go out of my way to make your life hard. Leave the kids out of it, and stop having parades about your sexuality and trying to push it in everybody's face. I
think we are finally hitting a tipping point now where more and more people are going to start coming out and say, we're done with the LGBT month. Stop. It's over. You've got equal rights, whatever the case. And if you live in a state where it's not legal, go to a state where it is.
When have they not had equal rights?
Well, they couldn't get married. I mean, there was that.
Okay.
I mean, equal. I get it. I understand that part. I get it.
I mean, I don't care about it.
But outside of that, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you going on about? Like, some people don't agree with your lifestyle, so then you want it forced. No, you don't have that option. You don't have that option. This is disgusting. Let's continue watching this because you need to see this, folks. You need to see this. This is abhorrent. Look at all these children. And he's taking more money, and he's walking away with his butt hanging out. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. I just don't get this. Dude, I don't want to get this. Just horrible. Aaron will say, support you, not the Jesus Christ in vain. I don't give a fuck what you support, dude. Fuck off. If all the 4-letter words I dropped didn't offend you, but that does, go fuck yourself. You fucking thin-skinned little bitches. I don't give a fuck, dude. You're on the wrong goddamn channel. Get the fuck out. Christ. Actually, I probably shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I mean.
But fuck him anyway. Fuck you anyway, just because. Little bitch. A preschool in Massachusetts is hosting a pride event, including drag queen story time and a pride parade. Free event, celebrate diversity. Go fuck yourself, Stolen Valor. Aaron Wilson, suck my dick. You're banned. Stolen Valor. Where's the proof on that? Like, I always love these morons. Like, Stolen Valor. You mean the pics of me actually in Afghanistan? I'm not going down that rabbit hole with that retard. Fuck him. Anyway. Free event. Celebrate diversity. Free event. Family Pride Day. Saturday, June 11th, 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Sudbury Cooperative Preschool. Preschool. What the fuck?
Nope.
I just,
Family
oh my
friendly.
God. And here's a sick one. Here is a sick one. A bar in Dallas, Texas is advertising a drag show for children, including the opportunity for some kids to perform with drag queens on stage. This is from Drag the Kids to Pride. I like how they say that. Drag them to Pride.
Clever.
Clever. But you're literally doing just that. You are dragging them there. Eventbrite. This is, oh my God. And look at what's performing. About this event, Mr. and Mrs. Drag the Kids to Pride drag show provides the ultimate family-friendly Pride experience. Oh yeah, friendly. Okay, family-friendly? Let's look at this. That's family-friendly? You're telling me that thing is family-friendly. We are looking at I think this is a man with a boob job.
God.
And I don't know what the fuck that is. Very, very little to the imagination. And you're telling me that's family-friendly? I wonder what's rated R in your book.
I know.
What the fuck? The Leggy Lady, Virgin Hotels Dallas. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, there is a difference in, homosexuality being legalized, equal, and I'm for that. I agree with that. This shit right here, abso-fucking-lutely not. Get the fuck out of here. And bro, at least lose some weight. Grief. You gonna wear something like that? You got like stuff spilling out the front. Well, that's your penis. Never mind.
It's your balls.
That's your
hanging out.
balls. Sorry about that.
Peanuts hanging out the back. Call that the goat tail.
This signature event is a family-friendly spin-off of our famed Champagne Drag Brunch, with our resident DJ Charlie Presh playing some of your favorite hits while host Nicole O'Hara Monroe brings together some of our best drag entertainers around. Or our under 21 guests can enjoy a special Mr. and Mr. mocktails, while the moms and dads can sip on one of your classic Mr. and Mr. Mimosas towers. Do you want to hit the stage with queens? We have 5 limited spots for your performers to take the stage solo or with a queen of their choosing. Come hang out with the queens and enjoy this unique Pride experience fit for guests of all ages. All you're doing is you're using the Pride, you're using LGBT to push your agenda. So do not be surprised when other people come out and start saying, fuck the LGBT. Fuck them. This is disgusting. That's crazy to me. I just don't get this.
I mean, that and the fact that they're boozing up.
Yeah.
Doing a drag
in
show.
front of children, yeah.
In front of kids. And then they're going to get in their cars and drive on home.
Bristol Library. A date for your summer holiday diaries. We are really looking forward to Drag Story Hour UK. The library tour is coming to Bristol. July 25th to September 1st. This is worldwide. I'm telling you, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Drag Queen Story Hour. Panda Dulce. Oh my God. I don't get this. I don't want to get this. Another video of the child dancing. Oh my God. Here's another one. A Pennsylvania teacher hosted a drag school as part of a GSA club. Parents were reportedly not notified. The district has confirmed this morning that the teacher is on leave. No, the teacher shouldn't be on leave. The teacher should be prosecuted, fired and prosecuted.
Was the Air Force going to have a drag queen story hour for kids?
I think they were. Yeah, I think there was something about that on base. I think so.
Jesus,
this has got 834,000 views. You've got a man on stage, very, very small dress, walking around. Okay, see that right there. I hate to pause it right there. I'm sorry. I know it's disgusting. You can clearly see up his dress. Really? Really? This isn't sexualizing it? Really? Again, if that was a woman, suddenly it changes. Oh, well, that's sexual. But a man, no, he can have his junk hanging out. That's not sexual. You fucking, oh my gosh. And then you get this. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like a weird... Jesus. Oh my God. This is what happens when a society has too much freedom and you cannot handle it. This is what happens. We are literally going down the same path as Rome. The same fucking path. I'm just reporting to you, ladies and gentlemen. You decide what you want. You want to identify with these people? You want to support this? You be my guest. But this is why our youth are so fucked. I can't even imagine having a child right now. Can you imagine bringing a child up in this environment?
You got to go to private school.
You have to. The public school has lost its way. And this is with taxpayer money.
Yeah.
Taxpayer money.
So our tax dollars should follow our kids to the school that we think is best for them.
100%.
Which, you know, it is.
This is disgusting.
I mean, it's a little bit of a shocker that the Air Force was entertaining the idea of putting on a drag queen story hour for kids.
It's the Air Force, I mean.
I think that'd be more of a Navy thing, though, right?
Shit. Oh, shit. You would think. No, I'm playing.
I don't know.
Even the Navy's not that gay. It's like, bro, we're gay, but she's no stop.
Stop it.
Stop it. This is nuts. Ugh. Jeez.
Yeah, it's out of control. It is out of control.
This is disgusting. There has to be a way to bring this back. Parents have got to get involved. You've got to demonize this. You have to make these. And I hate to say it, but it's true. You got to bully them. You got to put them back in place and say no. This is not in our society, not in our country.
Well,
Absolutely
they
not.
keep saying trans rights are human rights. Okay, fine.
What are you talking about? Yeah.
That's the mantra being preached. Trans rights are human rights. Okay. Does that mean that you get to go in front of kids and sexualize them and talk about your sex and the different sexual positions that you like and encouraging kids to...
You don't have that right to do that to a child.
You have zero right to do that. Just 100%. Like a heterosexual person doesn't have a right to bring a group of kids around and start talking to them about sex.
How would you feel if a teacher walked in and started talking about pornography?
Foreplay. All that shit. Yeah, it's wrong across the board.
Yep.
It's just that the LGBTQ community
thinks they can get a free pass.
Is getting it into school. Well, we got to talk to kids about it because we got to educate them. We don't want them to grow up to be bigots.
We don't want them. No, what it is, they don't want them to grow up to be straight.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's 100%. They don't want them to grow up to be straight.
The guise of, we don't want them to grow up to be bigots. We want everybody to be inclusive. Yeah. We got to talk to them about sex and about how these people...
I'll say it. I don't fucking care who it offends. If you want your child to grow up not gay, that's perfectly acceptable. I remember Kevin Hart apologized. Don't apologize. No, that's gay. I don't want that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing at all.
But apparently, if you want your child to be raised in a certain way, whether it be religious fundamentalism, whatever the case, if it doesn't go in line with the LGBT wants, oh my God, you're a bigot. Well, then a bigot be I. I don't fucking care.
Well, no, but it's okay.
I see what your organizations are about now, and you're disgusting. You're disgusting.
It's okay to have your kid have a double mastectomy.
Yeah.
Because you want them to be trans.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the line that we're towing right now.
100%.
Get out of here with that shit.
It's ridiculous. Parents should have the right to raise their children
parents
as they
do
want.
Have the right.
They do have the right,
They do have the right to.
But what these schools don't have the right to do is try and force this shit on them.
This is where it goes south here.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, I want to get that out of the way. I wanted you to see this, and again, you can rewatch this footage on my Twitch, or excuse me, my Facebook and YouTube channel. Again, it's graphic. It's disgusting. I mean, there's no nudity, thankfully. Fucking close.
It's very, very close.
Very close.
I mean, it's...
But the fact that there's children watching this, these people, oh my God, you should be glad I'm not president, because I'm telling you right now, you'd be in jail.
Yeah.
You'd be in fucking jail. And you know what they do to those types of people in prison? Oh, they fuck them up. Child predators? Oh, absolutely. They fuck them up. You're as good as dead.
Mm-hmm.
See how many of you whack jobs out there really want to do it at that point to try and push your freaking political narrative when you're in prison getting freaking stabbed. Whack jobs. Just disgusting. GOP lawmakers torch Biden over suggested ban on 9mm pistols. Where have we seen this before? Oh, it's not just AR-15s now. No, now it's 9mm. Now it's 45s. Then it's this. Then it's that. And when they say liberals are like, oh, they're not coming for your guns. What is this? What is this?
It's the same thing they just did with the trans community, taking them into schools. Like, well, we just want to get married.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we want to have story hour with kids. What's wrong with you?
100%.
We just want to babysit the kids.
Bigots. We just want to touch the kids. What's wrong with that?
That's all we want to do. We want to sniff them. That's all.
One GOP lawmaker pointed out that the gun is one of the most popular in America. Several Republican lawmakers blasted President Biden over a suggestion of banning 9mm handguns while speaking to a gaggle of reporters, with one pointing out that those guns are in caliber of choice for the Secret Service. Biden turned heads Memorial Day when he claimed that the most popular caliber of gun in America was high caliber, and that there was no rational basis for America. What the fuck is a high caliber? What do you classify as high caliber? Like, please tell me. What do you classify as high caliber?
A bullet.
That's ridiculous. It's the same as a ghost gun. Or you shouldn't have a 100-round clip. What the fuck's a 100-round clip? It's like people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about trying to educate the masses. Like, bro, you don't know what you're saying. Shut the fuck up. On Memorial Day of all days, On the day of remembering the fallen, you made it political and had to talk about guns, which kind of ironic. It was those same people that sacrificed their lives were using AR-15s by and large to defend this nation. But hey, these weapons of war are okay in the hands of our military when fighting our enemies. But when it comes down to being stateside and defending ourselves, well, then no, you shouldn't have access to a quote unquote weapon of war. You people are fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, you really are. Liberals have got to be some of the dumbest people on this fucking planet. You really are. If you sit there and you agree with shit like this, you don't know what you're saying. And you live in this utopia in your own head, and you do not live in the real world. You don't. Justin Trudeau, it's just in. He's calling for basically passing legislation banning the sale and trade and export and import of all firearms. He is trying to lock Canada down. And of course, you go in the comments on Twitter, which, by the way, it's like fucking cancer. It's like liberal AIDS over there. Jesus Christ. You're sitting there reading these comments like, dude, I don't understand how these people like survive. I don't know how natural selection has not picked a lot of you morons off. Oh my God, Canada's finally doing what America doesn't have the balls to do. Canada froze the bank accounts of those that protested those those tyrannical lockdowns enforced by this piece of shit cuck of the North. And now you're sitting there wanting to disarm them? Are you people so fucking stupid you don't see this? Look at China. Look at Venezuela. Look at all these other countries where you gave up your firearms and then you had tyrants like Trudeau, who I hope gets what comes of that motherfucker. They take over and they basically suppress you. And then you're at the hands of, guess what? Government cronies with guns. You do not seem to understand or realize this because you are so pacified in your way of thinking, because as long as they give you bread, games, and entertainment, you morons are satisfied. You do not deserve the freedom that you have. And in fact, I hope many of you get it stripped away because you don't fucking deserve it. If you're not willing to stand for it when times are hard in the face of opposition, then you should give up your rights, go live in fucking California and see what happens to you out there. By the way, crime on the up. You ban guns. Guess who has guns? Criminals. And now, who are you calling? The very same groups you want to fucking defund. You people are so stupid. I swear to God, I don't want to share a country with you. I don't. You're some of the dumbest people I have ever had the misfortune of having to see your fucking names on social media. Oh, I feel like I just blew a verbal load. That felt so good.
So is it really a shocker?
Easy, drag queens. Don't get excited over that. I wasn't talking about a child. You're okay.
Is it really a shocker that Canada, Trudeau is trying to? I mean, that's like,
oh my God.
I'm surprised they haven't done it sooner. It's amazing.
Did we not just learn what they did? What they did to those protesters who, by the way, were saying we are tired of these tyrannical lockdowns. The people were telling the government, who supposedly works for the people, we don't want this. And what did they do? You arrested them, you convicted them, you froze their bank accounts. Dude, I am shocked they didn't take out arms and kill every one of you motherfuckers, because you deserved it. You deserve it. You tried to suppress the people. You ruined lives. All because they're saying, let us go back to work. This fear-mongering and fear porn has gone way too far. The 2 weeks to flatten the curve was bullshit. And where is Fauci now? You can't find the motherfucker. I called that. I fucking called it. All they're going to slowly do is transition him out. Just slowly transition him out. And what's the next big topic? Suddenly, oh, look at that. Now it's monkeypox. COVID is gone. It's finished. What do you see in the news about COVID now? Nothing. Nothing. It's gone. Wow. Insane pandemic, right? The CDC came out and said, oh, by the way, we kind of fucked up some of these numbers. It actually wasn't 1 million. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. So these conspiracy theorists that were calling this thing, hey, wait a minute. There's something to be investigated here. All you liberals, do your part, flatten the curve. Maybe, you're killing my grandma. Well, fuck you and your grandma. I don't give a fuck about your grandma or you. Bunch of morons. You don't even deserve freedom. At the first sign of possible danger, you threw away your freedoms. Good. Fuck you. Go live somewhere else. Get out of America. Trust me, we don't want you.
I'm telling you, all these people are moving out of California, New York.
Because it's a shithole.
They're headed down to, I think the top states were like Tennessee, Florida, Arizona, Texas, Idaho.
Biden turned heads Memorial Day when he claimed that the most popular camp, blah, blah, blah. Okay, there's simply no rational basis for it in terms of self-protection hunting. Yes, there is. What am I going to defend myself against a robber with? A slingshot when he's got a 9mm? Are you... Yeah. This is where the disconnect in your brains happens. We have over 350, 360 million guns in America. You are never, read my fucking lips, never going to get rid of guns in America. We are a gun-owning society. Now, with that being said, if for some weird, wacky reason you do ban guns and the law-abiding citizens give up their guns and criminals don't, well, guess who's got the upper hand now? You are not looking at this from a pragmatic approach. The very same people that are calling for these bans, that are wanting you, legal citizens that respect the law, to give up your guns, will not be there to protect you when the criminals that illegally get their hands on guns come for you or your children. Let me say that again. Biden, Hillary, Pelosi, Schumer live in gated communities behind walls guarded by the very same things they don't want you to have. You, the elites, do not get to lecture me on firearms when you're protected by them. You can go fuck yourself. Here's a challenge to President Biden and all the rest of these elected elites. The day you give up your gun, I'll give up mine. How about that? You cash in your private security. They go away. No more guns. I'll do the same. I think that's a fair trade. Do it.
They're so full of shit because you had that Representative Cori Bush, right, who was all for defunding the police, but she herself had spent $70,000 on armed security.
Armed security. These people, this is why I understand communism. I get communism from this aspect of the rich elites getting away with whatever the fuck they want, and the poor and middle don't get shit. Now, I'm not a communist. I don't agree with it from that principle, but I see the perspective of how the rich elected elites get to do whatever the fuck they want. And here's the, I can't even say. I'm gonna put on, I'm probably already on an FBI watch list because those motherfuckers are worthless as it is.
Oh, well, that brings up the Sussman trial.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
this dude, sad sound, says, brother, Jews are running the country. Don't beat around the bushes. Like, yeah, you of all people are going to like convince me of that. Sure. Absolutely. What a fucking idiot. And remember, the Constitution, Second Amendment are never absolute. They are until they're amended, motherfucker, and you need a 2/3 majority. So yes, it is absolute. Tough shit. You want to change it? Get the majority vote. You're not going to get it. Because even most Democrats are like, no, this is a bad idea. What a fucking moron. Several GOP members of Congress reacted to the president's words, with Oklahoma Senate candidate Representative Mark Wayne Mullen slamming Biden as having no idea what he's talking about, and pointing out that the president's own Secret Service uses that caliber. It's true. MP5s, 9mm, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely they do. But it's good enough for him, but not good enough for you. I'm sorry. I thought that we had equality. I thought we wanted, freedom and justice for all. Did that change all of a sudden? Did that change and I'm not aware of that? That's interesting.
Did you see the 8 gun control bills that the Democrats put up? You
know what Chuck Schumer stopped? Putting armed security in schools. We don't need more guns. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, the fuck you do.
Scumbag.
The 9mm is the most popular self-defense round in America and the caliber of choice for his own Secret Service, Mullen said. Biden's ignorance is a threat to our constitutional liberties, and they are 100% on the money on that one. As a husband and a father of 6 who would do anything to protect my family, as well as a lifetime member of the NRA, I'm proud to join all law-abiding patriots in strong defense of our Second Amendment rights and continue. Now, I don't support the NRA. I think those guys are turncoats. They're cowards. When it came time to standing up against Trump, they didn't. You backpedaled. You're a bunch of fucking weak bitches. But I do appreciate the work they do attempt to do. But it's a fucking corporation. It's a business. It's a scam. But either way, when you had protesters showing up at the NRA show in Houston, which I talked to Jade Struck about on the last podcast, you can go check it out. Why are you going after the NRA? They didn't shoot anybody.
I know.
They didn't shoot a single person. It wasn't even an NRA member that's been involved in any of these mass shootings. And by the way, I love the headlines today. All over the news. Mass shooting here, mass shooting there. You know what a mass shooting constitutes according to the FBI? 3 or 4 more getting shot. That's a mass shooting.
That happens
so they're trying to twist the language. Chicago, New York, Detroit. How come you're not reporting in black communities? Why aren't you documenting that? Because if black lives truly matter and you truly give a shit about gun crime, report it where it happens the most, but you won't fucking touch that because then that highlights the violent nature in some communities and you won't go near it. You duck the truth and you avoid it at all costs. So those that are actually legal gun owners that respect their constitutional rights and simply want to live in peace and be able to defend themselves, you attack them. Report where it counts. Stop going over these isolated incidents in these towns where nothing like this has ever happened before. Go where the fucking gunfighting is. I challenge you. Breitbart News every single day. 20 shot in Mayor Lori Lightfoot's Chicago over the weekend. Over the weekend. But then the press gets in there and they fearmonger you. They get your blood pressure up. 10 killed here, 5 killed there, 10 here, 15, 20. And don't get me wrong, it's a horrible thing. But if we're taking these isolated incidents all over the country and we're magnifying that, why are you ignoring mainly Democrat cities where gun violence, where they have the strictest gun laws, is through the fucking roof? It proves that it doesn't work. If you have strict gun laws, yet you have high gun crime, there's an issue. Well, the shooter at Uvalde, he was 18. He used a federal background check and got the firearms legally. More background checks ain't gonna cut it, you morons. How do you not get this? You live in this fucking utopia that is not rooted in reality. We don't need social media anymore. Social media should go away because it's made so many of you so fucking ignorant. Because you listen to the types like the Hassan Pikers and the Young Turks. And then you got Sink Uger, this piece of shit. I am just at a loss for this guy. I posted it on my Twitter. This motherfucker, I hope he also gets what comes to him. And you know what I mean by that. Listen to what this moron says. He says, I don't think there are any good guys with AR-15s. It's only used to massacre people. I think every civilian owner of an AR-15 is unhinged, can't wait to use it, and is a danger to everyone around them, and are almost certainly insecure in their manhood. I want to beat this motherfucker's ass. I've got an AR-15. Am I like waiting to murder somebody? No.
Yeah.
Am I ready for you if you come down my front door? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because guess what? Like I get threats. I'm going to come where you live. Fucking bring it. I'm not afraid of you because here's the deal. You come through that door, you're going to have 223 or 45 coming right back at you. And guess what? You're not getting dragged out of there alive. You won't. I will kill you. I'm not playing with you people. So you sinks and you fucking morons out there like that, dude, you're taking your life in your own hand at this point. You really are. You deserve to have somebody come up and beat the fuck out of you for saying something so ignorant. It's your free speech. I get that 100%. But when you want to demonize all people that simply want to live in peace because, number one, we don't trust the FBI, we don't trust the government, we don't trust the cops. You know what we do trust? Ourselves. We trust ourselves. That's our God-given right to defend ourselves. And no fucking government anywhere in this world is going to take that right away from Americans. You won't. Here's the deal. If they suddenly pass laws in Congress, guns are illegal, then you better bring a body bag when you come to my house because I'm not giving it up. I will not give it up. I hope you're ready to die for it. I sincerely mean that. Because I am. Because I know what happens when you give those guns up. I've been to these countries. I've seen firsthand. Women are treated worse than dogs. Oh, you don't think about that, feminists, do you? Oh, no, you don't. No. It's all about, let's just live in this dream, this fairy tale land. You do realize when authoritarians take charge, they do whatever the fuck they want. Do you really trust someone like Joe Biden? And Democrats, here's another thing. If you really hated Trump so much, if you thought he was an actual authoritarian, and you really thought that, oh, he's going to put us in camps, he's getting us into World War III, he's going to cause AIDS, he's going to give us cancer, he's going to rape our children, and the fucking cunts on The View cackling, the little fucking hens. What happened? We actually prospered. Oh, imagine that. Race relations weren't like they were under the Obama administration. That's right. The first black president fucked that all up. Good job, Obama. We got that changed. If I had a son, he'd be like Trayvon. Really? A little gangbanger? Good for you. Wow. That's a wonderful job. This is what I just don't get it. So if you sit there and you Democrats want to say defund the police, get rid of the police, then who is going to protect you from the criminal element that will still get their hands on firearms? Who? I'm waiting. Maybe like a full-armed Santa Claus comes down. Ho, ho, ho. Like, how does that work? You people are so fucking stupid. You cannot reason with you. You can't.
I'm telling you, these guys are the best advertisement for gun dealers.
Dude, I'm telling you, go get more ammo. Go buy more fucking ammo. Biden frustrated with aides for walking back his statement, worries he looks weak. Bro, what are you worried about? You are weak.
Yeah.
You are very weak.
Yeah. He always looks weak.
On the international stage, you're the biggest bitch there is.
The guy looks like he's about to split in half.
He does. President Joe Biden is reportedly frustrated with his staff in the White House and their efforts to rush to explain something the president has said. The so-called cleanup campaign he has told advisors undermines him and smothers the authenticity that fueled his rise. Worse, it feeds a Republican talking point that he's not fully in command. He's not. He's stupid. This guy gets in front of the teleprompter and he can't even read it half the fucking time. At least Trump went off script, but he was funny. Offensive, but funny. Biden is just like...
You know the thing.
The thing, man. Come on.
The Constitution, all people doing stuff together.
House Democrats prepare 8 gun control bills to include bump stocks, ghost guns, higher legal purchase age. Democrats are preparing large gun... Interesting. All this stuff starts happening, and then they start wanting to pass these bills.
The names
That's weird.
The Raise the Age Act, Prevent Gun Trafficking Act, Untraceable Firearms Act,
The
Ethan's
package,
Law.
yeah. It's dubbed Protect Our Kids.
The
You're not protecting our kids. You're doing everything but that. You're doing everything but that.
Mm-hmm.
And Republicans are sitting there saying, hey, here's how we fix this. Put an armed guard in school. Because 9 times out of 10, a shooter, when confronted and is fired back upon, will run. It's called hitting soft targets. It's called hitting soft targets. If I'm doing a reconnaissance on a potential spot that I want to hit, I'm looking for armed security. And if there is none, you're a soft target. Well, John, it shouldn't be that way. That's the way it is. Tough shit. So you either live in reality and say, let's put an armed guard there, pay him a decent amount. That's his job. And you're protecting those children. Why is it we can put cops at our banks? We can put cops on the January 6th thing. Oh, my God. Put them around the Capitol. Put them at banks. Put them in all these federal buildings. Put them in courthouses. Put them in airports. But fuck schools, right? I mean, here's like the Democratic theory now, or the Democratic call to arms is like, fuck them kids. Literally and metaphorically. That's what Democrats do now.
You know, the only schools that are really protected are inner city schools where you have to go through metal detector and all that stuff.
Weird how that works. These elected politicians have gotten so much fucking power, they are drunk on it. Drunk on all this power, thinking that you are going to tell me what rights I do and don't have. Go fuck yourself. Justin Trudeau moves to ban purchase and sale of handguns in Canada. This guy is a tyrant. This guy is a tyrant, and I hope he gets what's coming to most tyrants.
Yeah, Joe Biden's the same way.
Yeah.
This guy's...
These are scumbags.
It makes no sense to be able to purchase something that can fire up to 300 rounds. There's only one reason to buy a gun that can fire 100 rounds. Biden claims the Constitution, the Second Amendment, was never absolute.
Yeah, bullshit.
You're telling me this guy isn't a tyrant?
Like fuck he isn't.
You want to talk about how nothing stuck to Donald Trump? They call him Teflon Don. Like all these Democratic politicians, how are they not Teflon? This douchebag has a son over in Ukraine making Burisma deals, over in China collecting checks, over in Russia collecting checks.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. And then you have Sussman just get off.
Yep.
You telling me they're not Teflon? These people break the law openly.
Yeah.
They framed Donald Trump. They said he was had collusion with Russia and set up with the Alphabet. All that shit never happened. And here they are on the stand. They have the text messages, laid it out on the jury itself. They had one of the people went to Sussman's kids' school, and then another one donated to the Democratic Party. Another one said that they hated Donald Trump. You telling me that's all coincidence?
Justice, baby. That's what it is. Justice, right?
You're telling me, like,
bullshit.
if you're a Democrat, then you really don't suffer any sort of repercussions for any of your actions. You can do whatever you want. That's why Hillary Clinton did what she wanted.
Yep.
She knew she could get away with it. They're not going to do anything. You're going to sit here and you're going to take it.
They're untouchable.
By the way, here's a drag show for your kids at school. Enjoy it. And we're going to take away your guns and all your freedoms. And, oh, by the way, gas is going to go through the roof. All the price of everything is going to go up.
Inflation with a recession. Oh, it's great.
And we're just going to continue to live a lavish lifestyle. We're going to give ourselves some raises, much deserved, and go on vacation for about 6 weeks.
LA mayoral candidate calls police watchdog of white supremacy amid surging crime. homelessness. BLM candidate Gina Viola running for LA mayor. That's all you got to say. Say no more. Makes perfect sense. Vote for Rick Caruso is a vote for white supremacy. These people are, look at this. This woman looks like she's just out of her fucking, she's got that crazy eye, just liberal look in her face. She really does. These people are nuts. Nuts. A candidate running for mayor of Los Angeles described police and other law enforcement as the watchdog of white supremacy in a recent interview ahead of June's primary election. Gina Viola, an activist, self-described abolitionist, and a member of White People for Black Lives, registered at the last minute to run among a crowded pool of mayoral candidates in June's 7th primary, vying to replace Democratic Mayor Eric Garcetti, who cannot seek re-election due to term limits. Unlike the so far frontrunners on the ballot, Rick Caruso and Representative Karen Bass of California, who have both advocated to add more police officers to the force to address rising crime in Los Angeles, the left-leaning Viola, with support from several Black Lives Matter leaders, which means dick all these days, is pledging to eliminate the Los Angeles Police Department over time and redirect the funding towards more social service. Oh, please, please elect her. Please, Democrats. Look, I will campaign for her 100%. Yes, elect this woman. Why? Because I feel like the entire country needs to watch the experiment that's going to be the fall of LA. Oh, I'm here for it. Yes, do it. Please elect her. I will sit here. I will tune into that. Oh, here we go. Great idea. Move aside political celebrity deathmatch. I got our next thing. We're going to go to LA and we're going to put cameras on certain aspects or in certain areas of LA, like the higher crime rate areas, and we're going to stream it 24/7. All we're going to sit here is just play it live, a live stream to watch as over time they defund the police, they remove the police, and then suddenly all you've got is what happened in Chaz. What happened in Chaz? Do you idiots just not get this? You had Chaz, a police-free zone. What happens? You start raping the women. Oh, that's right, feminists. You're not going to be there because guess what? You're not going to have guns. Oh, now you do want guns because there's no police. And what are you afraid of? Getting fucking raped. Oh, well then suddenly, now I'm not a feminist so much. Now I actually believe in the Second Amendment when that dude's trying to force himself on you and you've got no physical way to stop him because guess what? In the real world, physically, you ain't equal. That's right. When this guy punches you in the face, knocks you unconscious, your tiny frame cannot withstand this guy. So you know what makes you equal? Putting a bullet in that piece of shit's head. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, you're not so much a feminist anymore. Now you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe we do need cops. Maybe we do need guns. I don't know. Weird. Weird.
You know, they never said anything about when Seattle was taken over. They took over 6 city square blocks, and there was the one dude who was handing out.
Handing out rifles. Yeah. And what's the first thing they did? They put up a wall. They started handing out guns.
They started handing out rifles.
Yep.
And nobody said anything. Nope. They said it was a summer of love.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, when they were growing crops in the park. It's like you do realize that's gonna take a while. Like you're not gonna feed each other. And then that one dude, that Native American's like, if you love your black people, give a black person $10. Like, shut the fuck up, you fucking whack job. You liberal whack jobs are the most annoying types of human beings that, quite honestly, COVID took out the wrong people.
The fact that they let that go on as long as they did.
Yeah.
If I was a Seattle resident, I would be like, what in the actual fuck is going on?
Yep.
If you had a business in that area, you just had to surrender it.
Yep, you basically boarded that
because
motherfucker
all
up
these
and hope they didn't
crackheads needed a place to get high.
Yep,
and rape and pillage.
And the cops couldn't do anything because the mayor was like, "Nope,
said anything.
Nope." The mayor was like, "Don't." It's like, okay.
I can't.
I wouldn't even pay taxes after that. It's like, okay, what's the point? Like, you took my tax money. Yeah. Where's the public services? Not my business is under. Fuck you. I'm not paying taxes anymore.
I'd say file a lawsuit, but I mean,
you need money for that.
And just a jury that would be like, you know what?
Yeah.
You have a point there.
You got a point. Yeah. You paid into the system. The system failed you.
You paid the police to protect your business and the IRS. You gave all this money and they let a bunch of crackheads into the city and take it over for a whole summer while your business just failed and put you into the poorhouse.
Yep.
You're welcome.
And they don't give a fuck about you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
By the way, here's some new gun laws. Just
and
for you.
Guess what? Gas prices are at an all-time high.
Just for you. Here's some gun laws. Criminals, don't worry about it. You keep doing what you're doing.
Michael Sussman acquitted. Trial revealed Clinton role in Russia collusion hoax. Former Hillary Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman was acquitted Tuesday of lying to the FBI when he fed it false information about supposed collusion between the then candidate Donald Trump and Russia during the 2016 campaign. Sussman gave the FBI data that had been produced by researchers working with the campaign and that purported to link Trump to Russia via Alpha Bank. The accusation was soon found to be groundless, but was part of the overall Russian collusion conspiracy theory that the Clinton campaign used to smear Trump during the campaign and after his victory. Okay. Why is she not in prison?
You know,
QAnon, what's up? She's supposed to be in prison, right? Didn't you guys prophesy this? Why isn't she in prison?
Compare General Flynn's trial to this.
Yeah. Justice system is fucked.
It's not even comparable.
It's not. If this continues, this
General Flynn through for over a year, bankrupted him, and he didn't do anything.
Nope.
He was on vacation over in where was it? The Dominican, when he got a phone call asking him questions about.
That's the justice system.
That's
your justice system.
And here you have actual text messages from Sussman that, I mean, anybody else that would read me like, yeah, committed perjury.
Yeah, they'd be in prison.
Yeah. They're like, well, you know, there wasn't enough there. Besides, Donald Trump's tweets, cringy.
Leftist YouTuber Ethan Klein suspended after NRA bombing joke. Okay. I don't like this piece of shit, but people are blowing this out of proportion. Ethan Klein, because I saw this. Ethan Klein, a left-wing YouTuber, was suspended by the Google-owned platform on Friday after telling viewers to bomb the NRA meeting, a comment that was immediately followed by the YouTuber walking it back and calling it a joke. I saw the clip. I watched the entire clip. Fucked up thing to say? Yeah, I get it, but he's a leftist. What do you expect? But the same token, you can tell he's like, yeah, I fucked up, guys. Let me read you the quote verbatim. He said, so there was a big protest outside the NRA meeting, which was good. Do we have any insight into what they were actually talking about there at the NRA meeting? That's today in Texas. Someone should bomb that building. Amid nervous laughter from Klein's co-host, the YouTuber then tried to walk the comment back, and he said, I got a little carried away there. Nobody bombed the building. All right, I take that back. Thank you. I got a little too passionate there. Let's roll it back, rewind time. Let's protest that building. Let's bomb it with emotional protest. Okay. Do we really expect anything out of this? But the issue that I take is that you are going to take this seriously as a platform. There have been conservatives that have said way less, myself included, that got banned fully from places like Instagram. This is on Google or this is on YouTube. What the fuck? Conservatives have said way less, and you didn't just suspend them, you banned them. This guy got a 1-week suspension. Do I think he was speaking passionately? Yes. He's a douchebag. This guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's saying. He's one of these rebel rousers that just wants to hype the people, but he does not know what he's talking about. He's got no roots in reality. This is the same guy that wanted to go toe-to-toe with Joe Rogan. Same dude. They get creamed.
I would love to see that.
I would love to see this guy.
Have you ever seen Joe Rogan's leg kicks?
He's a fucking stud.
Oh, my God.
Even I would want to take on that motherfucker. But this guy over here is talking shit to Joe Rogan, and that's why I hate social media. We need more Mike Tyson incidents where it's like, you got planted, I'll punch you in the face. Yeah. Like the dude on the plane was talking shit. He got his fucking clock cleaned.
Hey. That's old school.
That's old school. And maybe we should bring some of that back.
That's how it used to be.
Yep. And it was just a very polite society.
It was very polite, you know.
But I saw a lot of conservative Twitter accounts posting this, and they intentionally edited the clip to end it when he started saying, I said too much. I'm walking that back. Okay, he apologized. Got it. Fair enough. We all get heated. Do I think he meant it? Probably. Do I think? Yeah. Do I think these people wouldn't be behind closed doors celebrating the deaths of conservatives that were at the NRA? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And that's why I say we have no common ground with these people.
No, we really don't.
We've been laying over and taking this for so long to the point where conservatives are like, you know what? You want to go fucking toe-to-toe? Grab a gun and let's do this. We're fucking sick of you. You wished us death during COVID. You wanted us to fucking be put up on trains. You wanted that needle forced into us. You wished death on us. You said we shouldn't have medical access because we don't get the vaccine, yet you're all for universal health care. You people are fucking unhinged. And don't get me wrong, there's some whack jobs on the right, but you leftists, oh, you've got the market corner on this one, baby. If we could just get rid of y'all into another country or herd you into California, that would be great. Just let it sink. Not literally. I'm talking about economically. Watch you fucking just sink. It already is. Weird. And lastly, but most certainly not least, you gotta love this. Oh, this is too good. This is too good. White House economic advisor Bernstein says, judge Biden on his efforts on inflation, not the results.
Oh my God.
These people are in such damage control that you can't even back this anymore. You've got no excuse. Hey, guys, look. I know inflation's at an all-time high. I know we're in a recession. Many of you probably can't even afford to put, a good meal on your table. You're spending like $100 to pump a week. You're living paycheck to paycheck. You're probably, you can't afford a lot of stuff out there. But hey, don't be too hard on Biden. At least he's trying. Oh, really? How many policies did he cancel that fucking led to this? And I'm sorry, Democrats, you don't get to blame Trump on this because your boy Biden is in office right now. And it's been over 2 years. Yeah, The first day in office, what did he do? What did he do? Keystone Pipeline, cancel it. 10,000 jobs gone. Hey, we got record low unemployment, man. No, you don't. People are just going back to work. The fuck are you on, bro?
I know the presidential office isn't really the place for a participation.
I know,
ribbon,
exactly,
right?
yeah. Well, in Democrat world it is, yeah.
That's the last place you'd want a participation trophy, I think.
Today's on CNN at this hour. White House Council of Economic Advisors member Jared Bernstein called on the American people to judge President Joe Biden on his efforts to solve inflation rather than the results thus far. Do you think we're stupid? I think he does. I think these elites really do. They know how to manipulate and play the game.
Only CNN would run such such a stupid.
Oh my God.
Segment.
You gotta be kidding me. This is too good. This is too fucking good. Hey, I realize that we fucked your world up. We're taxing the shit out of you. We're basically making it where you can't afford anything like basic groceries and everything's inflated. Unemployment's coming back because of recession, basically, and this is what people don't seem to understand. It's like economics 101. If we have inflation, the cost of goods goes up. What do you think that's going to do for business owners? Hey, by the way, a bottle of CBD that we normally charge $50 or $55 on, now for us to have it manufactured costs more. So we're going to pass that cost on the consumer. We're not going to eat our margins on that. What happens then? Well, consumers are going to buy less. What does that mean for me? I'm not making as many sales. What happens with that? I got to lay people off. It's almost as if it's this vicious financial circle of life that you morons just don't seem to fucking get. But hey, good job, Biden. At least you're trying.
He isn't trying.
No, he's not.
The only thing he's just trying not to crap his pants.
This guy's an idiot.
This guy's an idiot. He's like, don't crap your pants, Joe.
You get what you vote for. You get what you vote for. And man, there's a lot of truth to that statement because we got a fucking moron elected by other fucking morons. I so bad want to go to my next door neighbor like, hey, where's your Biden sign at, bro? Where's your Biden sign at? Tuh, you owe me fucking gas money, you dipshit. Those mean tweets hurt your feelings, really? We were economically thriving. North Korea got treated like the bitches that they are and got put in check. We were doing good. Jobs were coming back to America.
Yeah.
People were happy. Now, could Trump have shut the fuck up on a few things? Yes, he could have. But I would rather deal with that than what we've got now because holy fuck me in the ass running.
I know.
This dude is just living up to every expectation that I didn't think he can get to. Like, oh my God. Like I said in that last John Ross video, I was like, dude, we had low expectations, but fuck me running, man. You're killing it this time.
He is really going for the bottom.
Dude, you're like, oh my God.
It's a race to the bottom.
I didn't think it would get this bad this fast.
I agree. He wasn't elected. It was a rigged election.
It was. It had to be. There's just no way the majority of Americans are this stupid. There's just no way.
Well, I would say 40 million idiots.
Didn't Elon didn't it come out and prove that
there's no way 80 million people?
Well, didn't they prove that half of Joe Biden's Twitter following was false? Was fake?
I mean, I think we all kind of knew that, right?
I didn't really think about it, to tell you the truth.
I figured there was a lot of bots on Twitter, liberal bots.
Yeah.
So it's not a shocker.
Elon was saying that they're projecting up to 20% of users on Twitter are bots.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, I could see that too. And maybe that's why Elon was talking about potentially buying Twitter so he could expose them and show this side of it.
I mean,
makes sense.
I think he gets his $1 billion back. Like, if they wanted to go to court, if he backs out of the deal, he would essentially have to pay them $1 billion. But if he can go back and prove that 20% of their users that they said are actual people aren't, then
They got to renegotiate.
He exposes them and then also gets his money back. And he's like, you know what? I don't want it.
Dude, Melanie L on YouTube says it's $7 a gallon in LA. $7 a gallon. Hold on.
That's what Trump said. Trump was like, how do you you're gonna be paying $6, $7, $8, $10, $11 at the gas pump? He said that.
Let's talk about a 15-gallon gas tank. $7 is gonna cut. Oh my God, $105 to fill up your fucking gas tank. That's a 15-gallon tank. $105. Bro, one tank of gas a week comes to like what, $420? Mm-hmm. I hope that's right. I'm not a math guy.
It's a lot.
It's close. What is that? Yeah, so it'd be $420. That's a month. That's a month.
Yeah, that's a tax.
$420, and it's taxed. And it's taxed.
You're taxed on that. Plus, it's like another form of a tax because you're paying extra money. So, you know, and going back to when they were like, yeah, we're not going to raise taxes on people making over this much money.
Bullshit.
Well, when the price of everything goes up,
you've raised taxes.
Indirect. Yeah, it's indirect
Good
tax.
point. Yeah, good point.
So, I mean, they're fucking us from all different directions right now. They're like peeing on us, telling it's a nice shower.
Oh, the shower is so refreshing. Why does it smell like asparagus? It's climate change. We should protest this.
I love these spring showers.
I just don't get it. Grocery. Yeah, that's the other thing. Good point. Groceries have went up. Everything's went up.
Everything's gone. I mean, I can't think of one item that hasn't, except for our products. We've kept them the same.
Yeah. But we're even seeing inflation hit us because sales are dropping a lot. We don't blame consumers. I get it. Like the first thing to go in priority are the basic expenditures that you don't have to have. I get that. And I'm not even upset about it. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It fucking blows dick. But geez, it's kind of like, dude, what the fuck?
I know.
What the fuck? This economy is no fun. That's the other thing. If you're thinking about starting a small business right now, don't.
Or moving.
Don't do it right now.
The only people that are really doing well are wealthy people.
Yeah, they can afford it.
People who are already rich.
It's the middle class and the lower class. They're suffering the most. But the rich, they're not getting touched. They're fine.
Oh, yeah.
They're 100% fine.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, good job, Biden. Good job, liberals. I hope you're happy. I hope you're fucking happy.
Just think about Hunter Biden's
doing better. Let them have cake.
Doing better than everybody else. Hunter Biden, that crackhead.
These people are making millions upon millions.
He made a painting and sold it
$500,000.
$500,000.
Jesus. Dude, oh my God. I get the communistic idea. I'm not supporting it, but I see why. Fuck these rich motherfuckers. These law-making politicians that deserve so much violence. Oh my God. But hey, let's take taxpayer money. Let's give some crackheads those little crack pipes, right? Because we want to be safe on the streets smoking crack.
By the way, we're going to send $40 billion over to the Ukraine.
Let's just print more. Let's devalue the dollar while we're at it.
But they print $8 trillion, and then they passed out $1,400 to everybody.
And where did that go?
Yeah, and then where'd the other? Yeah,
that went to landlords. That went to rent. Everybody's like, "Hey, man, here's $1,400." Okay, I paid my rent for a month. What then? Like, great. We're still shut down for like what, a year? Fuck out of here. We're blessed. We are blessed
beyond measure, my friend.
That during COVID we launched Shell Shock and we were okay. We didn't lose any money. No. We were in the very fortunate situation. I cannot imagine being a family and not having work.
Yeah.
There's no work. What am I doing for income?
Those streets, dude, on the way downtown.
No, they were empty.
To my dad's. It would normally take me about an hour to get down there in the morning, like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Going down 75 north down to downtown Dallas, or 75 south, excuse me.
Yeah.
Dude, it was like a scene from The Walking Dead, except for no cars pulled over. I mean, they were walking zombies. We call them liberals. They were like,
the homeless people.
They need brains because I have not voted for Biden. I'm with her. It's true, though.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being a family, much less a father with some children, and you don't have work. You got no money. What do people do? And then they sit there and they say, here's $1,400. Be grateful. What the fuck? People went on unemployment. People went on unemployment, and then what happened? They got abused so much, and then they didn't want to go back to work.
Yep.
So at heart of this, it was the government that was the causation. Every fucked up thing in this country, the government is the causation.
You know what?
We are run by children.
It was right in the middle of was it winter? I think it was. No, it
was right before. It was January.
In 2020, at the
January,
end of 2020.
Yeah.
In October, November, where it started getting really cold here.
Yeah.
Our heat went out, and I couldn't get anybody to come over to our house to fix the heat.
Yeah. Nobody was working.
We had 2 kids. It was terrible. I mean,
all that taxpayer money.
Yep.
You got to love that. $1,400. Be happy. Make it last.
Make it last.
Explain that to my rent. Explain that to my landlord. Explain that to the bank.
Mm-hmm. And the landlord still has to pay his rent too. He's got to pay the bank. He's got to pay his mortgage.
You think he's going to fucking eat that cost? Hell no, he's not. And I can't even blame him, because if I was renting a house, it's like, I'm sorry, but you got to pay. I don't know what else to tell you. Otherwise, you're still out of a home because the bank's going to foreclose on me. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's just nuts.
Let's everybody get out and vote in these midterms.
Get out there and vote in midterms. Again.
Vote these motherfuckers out.
100%. Get out there and report any suspicious activity at these polls to the cops. Get them involved. Pull out your phones. Record them. Do not let that shit slide.
That's what Dinesh D'Souza was talking about. The 2,000 Mules was some of these voter boxes and where they would drop off.
They were stuffing ballots.
Well, a lot of them didn't have the cameras pointed at them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So they're like pointing at a tree or pointing up in the air, pointing down to the ground.
Weird. Weird.
It's. I haven't watched the movie yet. I'm gonna watch it.
It's gonna piss me off. It's just gonna make me too mad. I get the premise behind it. I agree. It's probably true.
Yeah.
But there's a reason Fox ain't covering it. There's a reason Tucker Carlson ain't going near it.
Because they're pussies.
They are.
You know what? Fox,
they don't want to get
Fox
accused of being...
is a corporate conglomerate funded by, I don't know, big money from overseas.
Liberal owns it. I forget, was it Murdoch? Not Murdoch. Who owns Fox? It's a fucking liberal, and it makes perfect sense. Create your competition, 100%.
Yeah.
He's making bank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Well, that does it for us today. Now, here's a cool thing. I got some buddies coming in. All right, let's calm down. Let's let the blood pressure come down a little bit, and I need y'all to listen. The Uvalde school shooting. There's a lot of people out there that are getting this wrong. Now, with the information that we've got, I've got 2 experts coming in. These are personal friends of mine. And here in the next hour and a half, we're going live again for a 3rd podcast episode. That's right. I'm bringing you 3 episodes today. 3 episodes today. I'm giving you a lot of content today, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of great content here. These 2 officers are going to get you informed on some things you need to know about that Uvalde shooting that the press is not telling you, that these police departments are not telling you. There are some things that have gone down that you're going to find out the officers, according to the information that we have, were not wrong. Now, I know emotionally, especially parents out there, you're going to get pissed off. I get it. But all I'm asking you is when we go live again and you tune in and you listen to this episode, listen to what they are saying. You cannot listen from an emotional standpoint. You've got to listen from a tactical one. Because here's the thing. I listen to what they have to say. And I was sitting there calling it. I was like, I feel, because we did it on the podcast, like, I feel like there's more information here. We're not getting the big picture. There's something off. Because the reason I said this is they said originally there were like 19 officers in that school. Look, cowardice does not exist in groups. It exists in singles and doubles sometimes. Cowardice does not exist in groups of people. It doesn't. I have never seen it. Never. Now, there are many different, like Crenshaw got it wrong. A lot of people are getting it wrong. These supposed cops on social media that have been out of the loop for so fucking long that they want to comment on everything, you're getting it wrong. We're talking about details of breaching a metal door with outward-facing hinges with a metal frame. That is not easy. There are so many things that have to be brought into account on this, and basically you understand from those officer standpoints, well, I don't want to give it away, but listen to the episode with an open mind. Now, here's the deal. If you listen to what they have to say and you still disagree, fair enough. I understand that. But at least listen to them because I've talked to them for hours. I was like, look, what are your thoughts on this? And they broke it down. It's like, based upon the information that we have readily available, those officers, Just listen to what they have to say. That's on the next episode of the All American Savage Show coming up here in about maybe an hour to an hour and a half. They're going to get in studio. We're going to have some cigars, maybe some drinks, and we're going to have some really in-depth discussion that you need to listen to. So please make sure you tune in and you follow the All American Savage Show podcast wherever podcasts are streamed, from iTunes, SoundCloud, Amazon Music. It's all there. Give us a follow. Share the episode. We really appreciate you. And don't forget, you can check out our Shell Shock CBD coffee mugs at shellshockcbd.com. Actually, I'll just link it for you in the thing here. We really appreciate your love and support. If you want to support us, support the company by subscribing on Shell Shock, purchasing what you like. Here's a link, spamming the shit out of the chat. $15, great coffee mug. All right. Anything to add?
Thanks for listening, everybody.
We'll see you in a little bit, guys, for the next episode of the All American Savage Show podcast.